Good morning. My name is Eddie from the Daily Informer, here to give you unbiased news updates on what's happening around the world. Turning now to global affairs, in Bahrain, the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps reports that it has launched strikes targeting a data center located in Manama. Meanwhile, in Jordan, the United States military confirms that a service member was killed during a recent attack on the Muwafaq Salti Air Base in Azraq, bringing the total American casualties recorded from the incident to 18. In the coastal waters of Oman near the Strait of Hormuz, a tanker was attacked by Iran, forcing the crew to abandon ship following strikes conducted by the United States military for a 10th consecutive day. The United Kingdom Maritime Trade Operations has also confirmed this attack. In Israel, the Minister of Finance announced that the country will not join the United States in its strikes against Iran. Concurrently, the United States Central Command confirms the launch of an 11th round of strikes against Iran, targeting military logistics infrastructure and hangars. In the Gaza Strip, the Israeli military and Shin Bet report that a brigade commander involved in directing the October 7, 2023 attacks and hostage-taking was killed during an Israeli airstrike in Gaza City over the weekend, despite an ongoing ceasefire. Additionally, local medics report that 12 Palestinians, including 4 children, were killed in airstrikes across Gaza City. In the Red Sea, 2 oil tankers departing Saudi Arabia turned around and headed toward the Suez Canal instead of the Strait of Bab el-Mandeb, following a warning issued by Houthi-controlled authorities in Yemen. In Sudan, a drone strike by Rapid Support Forces in the Tina region of North Darfur, near the border with Chad, resulted in reported casualties. In Nigeria, a survivor and a local official stated that an armed gang abducted more than 40 people during raids across 11 villages in Maru, Zamfara state, prompting the local government to request additional security forces. Turning to business and economy updates, a spokesperson for the Canadian Infrastructure Ministry announced that Canada has cancelled a joint opening ceremony for the Gordie Howe International Bridge connecting Detroit, Michigan and Windsor, Ontario, after the President of the United States announced a 50% tariff on Canadian goods. Additionally, the President announced that imported generic drugs will remain tariff-free until August 2028, after which they will face a 100% tariff for 1 year and a 200% tariff thereafter, as part of an effort to relocate pharmaceutical production to the United States. In health and environmental news, the U.S. state of Michigan reports 6,571 cases of cyclosporiasis, which is caused by Cyclospora cayetanensis. In Venezuela, the Ministry of Health reports that hantavirus caused 3 deaths in Anzoátegui, noting no evidence of human-to-human transmission. In international relations, the President of the United States authorized U.S. airlines to resume direct flights to Lebanon, ending a suspension that had been in place since the 1985 hijacking of TWA Flight 847. In New Delhi, India, police detained the Lok Sabha opposition leader during education reform protests after calls were made for the Prime Minister's resignation. In Athens, Greece, 2 American tourists were injured in a stabbing attack near the Acropolis, and a Greek man was taken into custody. In political developments in Ukraine, the president dismissed the commander-in-chief amid protests over the removal of the defense minister, appointing the Joint Forces commander as the new replacement. In Turkey, the ousted leader of the Republican People's Party announced plans to establish a new political party following a judicial ruling. In France, the parliament approved legislation allowing the limited use of acetamiprid and flupyridiphurone, prompting the Minister of Environment to announce her resignation over the measure. In science and technology, a veteran aviation search team located the wreckage of Pan Am Flight 526A, a Douglas DC-4 that crashed off the coast of Puerto Rico in 1952. Finally, in sports, Chelsea signed attacking midfielder Morgan Rogers from Aston Villa for a transfer fee of £117 million in the Premier League. Thanks for joining us today. Please follow us to stay updated every day. Remember, stay informed, but don't let fear do your thinking for you.